our fellow Americans. It's been an honor to serve you, a privilege to serve you. All, week in and week out, with baseball news and laughs. I won't stop. I will not stop. In fact, I will be there with you as a baseball fan for all my remaining days. But for now, whether you're a Phillies fan or a baseball fan at heart or in general, I do have one final ask of you as this season comes to an end. The same thing I asked when you took a chance on us 31 weeks ago. I'm asking you to believe in anything but the fucking Yankees. I am asking you not to be a Dodgers fan. I'm asking you to not be a Yankees fan. That's all I'm asking. The 28th championship shall not be in the 24th year of the 2000s. Within your morals, within your hearts, this is the time to hang your own pennants, to sing your chants, to cheer for anything that is good in nature to your team, in respect for one last shot at that 28th ring. If you think it can't be done, may I remind you, as a group, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Thank you. God bless. I remind you, there is one person that is looking down on us right now. And may he continue to bless the Blue S of A, Fernando Valenzuela. This is Drunks in the Pond. Be sure to like, follow, share, comment. Tell me how handsome or ugly I am. But also, always remember, stay drunk.
I like it, man. Oh, what an opening. I feel proud, dude. I am so proud right now.
As you should be.
Great opening. I love that one.
Whew.
Drunks on the Pond, episode 31. The boys are back. For how much longer? This season? Who knows? Dodgers or Yankees could sweep first round, and the next episode is
Off-season talk.
Off-season recap. Or next week we're talking about how we could be looking at a Game 7. You never know. But
I mean, we have 7 days to figure shit out.
Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. But for right now, time to make the fucking chimichangas.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
That guy's wearing brown pants.
Oh, man, where to start? Well, obvious with the obvious. Yankees, Dodgers, World Series. Listen, I have seen it everywhere. Hold on. I gotta say it. I gotta call out some baseball fans here.
Cook it.
Last year, we had a World Series that not everyone was interested in watching. Me personally, I could care less.
Oh, I'm turning on the gas burner for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We had a Diamondbacks Rangers World Series. That's all the Rangers get their first World Series title in history.
Congrats.
Cool. It was a very great moment for them. I'm happy for them. Their championship jerseys for this year, phenomenal. I love the red, blue, the white with a little gold lining. Looked is so good.
Sick.
But a lot of people said, well, it wasn't a good World Series because, it was just two average teams. Okay, no problem. So now we got two powerhouse teams this year, and now all of a sudden you're hearing, well, who wants to see these two teams go at it? Maybe we need like another team in there. I mean, I'm sorry, dude. Are some baseball fans just ever happy? Like, if their team's not in the World Series, all they do is complain about who else is in there. I mean, holy shit.
They are not happy. I mean, come on.
I mean, god damn, listen, I understand that if your own team's not in there, you're a little upset. That's fair. I get it. Phillies aren't in it. I'm a little upset, but you know what? They sucked. So now you get two somewhat good teams, and now all of a sudden you're sitting here going, well, of course it's the Dodgers and Yankees. They had some of the highest payrolls in baseball. I'm sorry, aren't we supposed to build teams to win championships? Isn't that the whole point of an offseason, is to build a team to win? Did these two teams build to win? They easily got the two biggest offseason acquisitions in Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto. Via trade. But anyway, no, either way. No, Soto was a free agent, wasn't he?
No.
Was he acquired via trade?
Yes, that's why you saw Michael King
Oh, yeah, with Michael King. That's right. That's
being
right.
an
I just wanted to
absolute
double
lights
check.
out dominating starter for the Padres.
That really wasn't a surprise because I think we all knew what Michael King was capable of, and
I didn't.
I think he had it on full display.
He did, but he didn't turn it on until the playoffs.
But like, I just don't understand what exactly we're hoping for with baseball. I mean, this is the kind of matchup where MLB, we talk about it constantly. Rich, how many times have we talked about baseball doing proper marketing?
I mean, honestly, 20 of our 31 episodes.
Okay. So isn't this a kind of World Series matchup you should be marketing the shit out of?
I mean, I feel like the only reason I'm seeing anything of it on social media is because of the pages I follow. I'm not seeing it from pages like that I do follow, but aren't baseball oriented, where they talk about like the Super Bowl on every goddamn fucking page, where they talk about the NBA Finals on BuzzFeed. I don't know, is that still a thing? Like TMZ covers the fucking NBA Finals, but that's because half their players are fucking half the celebrities. So I don't know.
Like, I just find it funny because
Did you just check to see if BuzzFeed was still a thing?
no,
Oh, okay.
I did. I did want to fact check something, not if
You already knew that.
was
You already
still
knew
around.
that. That's right.
But like, we're talking about two teams that used to play in New York City, not that far from each other, being the
Sure.
Dodgers and the Yankees. They played each other in the World Series back in the 50s. That's when the Dodgers won their first.
Yeah.
They have played each other in the World Series over 10 times. Like, you could take clips from old games and being like, this has been a long, heated rivalry. This has probably been a bigger rivalry than the Yankees Red Sox.
No.
Hold on. There is a legit argument to be made here. Because the amount of times that the Dodgers played the Yankees in the World Series back when they were both in New York, just for the Yankees to kick the shit out of the Dodgers. I mean, dude, like, I think if memory serves me right, but it might be wrong, I think the Yankees had 4 world championships in the 50s to the Dodgers 1. And I think all 4 of the Yankees then came against the Dodgers.
And you were
Like,
there, right?
I was sitting in the 3rd row heckling Yogi Berra, and Yogi Berra turned to me and go, will someone shut this stuttering idiot the hell up?
And you said, Yogi looked at me.
Oh, I was giddy as a son of a bitch.
Because he might be the smartest baseball player of all time. I get it.
I mean, Yogi also said that baseball is 90% physical and 20% mental. So, I mean, the math checks out.
Tell me where he's wrong.
I can't tell you where he's wrong because he ain't wrong.
Exactly.
I just don't understand why baseball isn't. I mean, it's pushing it. Obviously, it's their biggest series of the entire year. But like,
I mean, why wouldn't you have the 3 biggest names in the sport going at it right now? And it be broadcasted everywhere or spoken about or even written about. Why wouldn't that be the case? Oh, that's right. Because MLB does not give a shit about marketing.
no, not at all.
Listen, their social media game has gotten much better. their comments, their whatever you want to call them, taglines, all that fun stuff you see on posts. Great. Awesome. They're funny. They're cute. A lot of them are topical. The biggest issue is, and I will say this, there's two companies that the MLB needs to poach their social media team from. And it's not just their social media. They need to be put in charge of marketing. These two people who are in charge of the marketing of these two companies need to go head to head and be a Siamese twin for the MLB. No, it's not us. It's not us. I'm sorry. There are two companies out there that are so much better at marketing than you and I could ever be. The MLB needs to steal the head of marketing from Wendy's and Arby's.
We're going to the fast food chains for marketing? Holy shit.
Get the fuck out of here if you don't think that they are fucking amazing marketing. Like, their social media team and their marketing team are just absolutely incredible. Like, no fucking lie. They might be the two best companies out there at social media marketing. When was the last time you wanted to eat Arby's?
No, it's funny. When I was on Uber Eats yesterday, they popped up and I was like, I could definitely go for a beef and cheddar right now.
Because it's one of the best sandwiches America has to offer. I will not take no for an answer. It is fucking amazing. Especially when you throw some Arby's sauce and some extra never mind, I'm getting fat. I'm getting fat right now. Arby's is slept on. Just saying. Their food is slept on. So bad it's slept on. Their fucking nuggies, they're fucking good. My girlfriend had their burger a couple weeks ago. Fucking tits. She loved it. She was like, oh my God, this is actually a really good burger. And I was like, thanks for ordering me some. I just got off from work. I'm hungry, but whatever. So anyway, if those two marketing geniuses were put in charge of the MLB, I can guarantee $5 to $10 million extra viewers per year. 5 to 10 million is a lot. I'm not talking about per game. I'm talking about encompassed throughout an entire season. If they were in charge of the playoffs, we might be talking about 5 to 10 million for the series. They are fun. They're topical. They're smart. And they're not preachy. They don't go down that lane of politics or, letting a guy in their kitchen and having all his hairspray and bare hands touching fries in a closed, simulated environment at a McDonald's. Let's just say, I ain't believing it. But they won't go putting that shit out there. They're not going down that lane. They want the truth. They want the fun. They want the happiness. Because that's what their food brings people. So imagine the product that MLB has. How much fun does that bring us?
I mean, listen.
More than 31 weeks worth.
What I want from the MLB on like social media and shit like that, I want whoever is in charge of them, of that page, to start clapping back at some of the shit that fans say. Because honestly, the best comebacks from some teams in the league are literally coming from the team's pages themselves. Like,
individual team social media,
the individual teams.
Stuff. Oh, dude, some of them are fucking fire. Some are
like
fire.
some of their clap. There is an NHL. I wouldn't call him an analyst. We'll call him a podcaster because he's another podcaster. Paul Bissonnette from Spittin' Chicklets, no free ads, has been going back and forth with the goddamn with the goddamn Seattle Kraken's mascot. Like, these two are going, like, it's the most insane shit I've ever seen because this is literally a mascot. Like, when people shit talk Gritty, the Flyers mascot, on Twitter,
Oh, it gets dark.
Gritty is clapping back.
It gets dark.
Like, my man is firing goddamn shots. We need some MLB live rounds fired off the actual MLB page.
See, you're not wrong, but as a Phillies fan, I want the Fanatic to remain silent.
See, but that's not the Philadelphia way, and you know it's
No,
not.
no. It's not the Philadelphia way. It's the Fanatic way. He's never spoken.
You're not wrong.
You don't need
But-
to do anything when you're the best mascot in sports.
I'll be
All of
honest,
sports.
He's tied for second for me. Yeah, there's not a lot better than Benny the Bull in Chicago. Hand up. Listen, I love the Philadelphia
Why? Because
Fanatic.
he jumps on a fucking trampoline, does a flip, and dunks a basketball?
No, because Benny the Bull is the fucking man. My man has the greatest compilation on YouTube. Listeners, go to YouTube right now. Look up the Benny the Bull compilation.
No, listeners,
My
don't leave our
man
podcast
is-
to watch anything basketball related. Ignore this guy.
Do it after the episode.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But Benny the Bull is fucking hysterical. My man goes above and beyond to torture other fans. The Philly Fanatic, yeah, sure, he'll dump some popcorn on your head. And then if they're hired actors, they'll spray you with the stringy shit, you know, like the basic shit. Benny the Bull just straight up tortures these people. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw him put a plastic bag over someone's head for wearing the wrong jersey, and I was like, that's attempted murder. But because it's a guy in a costume, I guess we're just going to ignore it.
You said guy in a costume, and I thought you were saying gynecologist. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Benny
you
the
going?
Bull's killing gynecologists now.
No, we need them. They protect our women. We respect that.
I agree. We do. We respect women around here.
We absolutely do. Absolutely. Speaking of women, if I gave you a stat line,
Oh boy.
can you guess who this player is?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know why I said speaking of women, but I've met
Yeah,
plenty. I've met plenty of women with this first name.
Okay.
That's a slight hint, just so you know. For the entirety of 2024, 7 at-bats, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 walk.
Can I get a division?
Just 1?
Yeah.
Okay, because it spans multiple divisions.
Oh, he's played for multiple teams,
Correct.
and he's only had 7 at bats in 2024.
Correct.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Give me both divisions.
Okay, the NL West and the AL East.
All right. Is this a player who's been around for a while?
Since 2021.
Okay. All right.
But this
So he's
person
been
is
around.
not currently on a major league roster.
Okay. Can I get a position?
Outfield.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
You
You only have 300 of them to choose from.
I know. I was hoping for like. Oh man. All right. All right. Let me just go and think of some. You said from the NL Central to the AL East,
NL West.
NL West. All right. So NL West. Giants come to mind, but
Nah.
Rockies, Dodgers, Diamondback, Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Dodgers outfield. Oh man.
Put it this way. He had 7 at-bats. 6 of them were with the Dodgers.
I think I know who it is.
Ooh, please do.
Is this Kevin Biggio?
No.
No,
I'm
no.
talking about real players.
No, he's a super utility. I don't know where
He
that
is.
I don't know where that position came from in baseball, but that's a thing now.
Yeah, I mean, you can win a Gold Glove as a utility player now.
I know Tommy Edmond plays a little outfield, but I know he's mostly known for second base.
But Tommy Evans also had more than 7 at-bats this year.
That is true. Been around since 2021. Yeah, see, Biggio came to mind, but
All right.
yeah, you got me in a box.
A former top prospect of the sport. He was top 100 several years in a row. He was top 50 several years in a row. Top 20. Top 10 several years in a row. This is your future ring winning in 2024, no matter what, Taylor Trammell.
Taylor Trammell's on the Dodgers?
He is not on the Dodgers currently. He is currently in the Yankees minor leagues. He had 2 plate appearances, 1 official registered at bat for the Yankees, 6 official at bats for the Dodgers. No matter what, he gets a ring.
You know what's funny? I do remember him being one of the top prospects too.
For
But
several years, dude.
He was one of those guys that just kind of, like, he was there in the list, but then once he made it, you just never heard from him again.
I mean, his rookie season, 51 games for the Mariners.
Yeah, I remember him on the Mariners.
He was up with Kyle Lewis.
Yes.
So
Then Kyle Lewis got traded to Arizona.
And what happened with Kyle Lewis? All right.
Knee problems.
Yeah. So 178 plate appearances, 156 at bats, 8 homers, 18 RBIs, a 160 batting average in his rookie season. 102 at bats, 4 homers, 10 RBIs, a 196 batting average. Career high, by the way. And in 2023, 46 at bats, 3 homers, 11 RBIs, 130 batting average. And then this year, he split between, I don't even want to say split. He had less than a cup of coffee. And he didn't even get to finish his Mentos in New York with 1 registered at bat. A total of 5 games, which means that he was a defensive replacement, probably for Verdugo, because Verdugo, his tattoos made him feel sick. I like that was mean. I feel bad. I feel bad for Verdugo. That's a weird fucking problem. But also, can we talk about Verdugo needs a fucking beard?
Bastard.
He needs a fucking
Dude,
beard,
I was
dude.
just fucking saying.
Oh,
When they put up the pictures on Instagram of the
arriving
stars
at the
are in
stadium.
LA,
Oh,
I was like, all right, like, let's see all the outfits and shit. And of course, outfits nowadays are so goddamn quirky. And I was like, all right, I guess.
no. This isn't the NBA or the WNBA. This is a guy who's wearing fucking beige on beige monochromed, walking to a stadium, and he's
I
beige
was
as shit.
getting to that. Thank
He's
you.
beige as shit, and there's fucking red hair because he's the only Mexican I've ever seen with goddamn red hair.
Like, it's not a good look for Verdugo at
Dude,
all.
don't be monochromed when you are a weird coffee with a lot of milk in it color. Like
Like that, not having a beard
Oh,
with that look is just like, it's like you got a bunch of guys showing up. Like, I think Freddie Freeman is legit the only person that might be able to pull it off. But Alex Verdugo himself, it just,
you know why? Because Freddie Freeman is, at this point right now in baseball, he's America's dad.
I had someone point this out to me last week and I can't unsee it. Someone said Freddie Freeman back in elementary school probably looked exactly like Gus from Recess, little dorky kid, and I was like, oh my God, it looks exactly like Freddie fucking Freeman. I was like, dude, that is uncomfortable to look at.
I've always tried to figure out what Freddie Freeman looked like. I mean, like, let me put all the respect on Freddie Freeman's name. He is one of my favorite players ever to step on the diamonds. But Freddie Freeman always looked like he was kind of rendered as a backyard baseball kid, except a human. He looks like, his face looks like it would be a backyard baseball kid's face.
When backyard baseball comes out within like the next year or so, you know Freddie Freeman's going to be one of the characters they put in there.
If they bring back MLB collaboration,
I don't see why they wouldn't. You got so many stars that you could put in there.
I know.
That kid version of Shohei Ohtani is going to give Pablo Sanchez a run for his money.
Ooh, I never even thought of that. Oh my goodness.
Could you imagine?
No.
Pablo and Shohei on the same fucking team?
I don't think that's legal.
The melon heads are running the table.
I don't think that's legal. I will stress it one more time. I don't think that's legal. You cannot have those two powerhouses in the same lineup.
I'm just saying, if that comes out for PS5, I am calling out of work for at least 3 days, and I am running the fucking table. Like,
I agree.
I'm going off. Like, that's how that team is going to make a run so legendary that only ESPN is going to be able to fucking cover it. And credit to Backyard Baseball for like seeing that people are playing the game still 20 years later and still coming back. I mean, Jesus Christ. The fact that Backyard Baseball popped off the way it did on YouTube so many years later, and they were like, is this what the people want? And everyone was like, yes, like this is what we want.
Listen, I don't know. I know our For You pages might be very different on TikTok. Mine might be more along the lines of like your mom's house type people from Tom Segura's podcast. But let me just say, very, very often, I get a lot of people who are doing live gameplay of Backyard Baseball.
So do I.
I don't care what I'm doing or where I'm at. Typically, I will stop on that live and be like, well, this is the only live I'll actually watch on TikTok. So, all right, let's give it a few minutes. And I'm like, the sounds of that stadium, the sounds of those kids, the sounds of that game.
Oh, dude, it's so nostalgic.
Dude, it's literally like I just drank a Capri Sun.
It's
amazing. I just had some Pacific Cooler, and I'm like, fuck yeah!
My favorite video, I can't remember who made it. It's on YouTube. They took like the worst of the worst kids in that game. Now, mind you, like the worst kids in that game are the worst. Like these motherfuckers suck. They take them to the Sandy ballpark. If you know the Sandy ballpark, you know that if you have sucky players, it just makes them worse.
That was a sandbox.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Something like a sandbox, but it was down at like the beach or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
My God. This dude got 20 runs dropped on his head because his outfield was so fucking slow and couldn't throw the ball. Like, I was just sitting there like,
oh my God.
Like, if I was a kid getting 20 runs dropped on my head, I would have turned off my probably Game Boy and flung it out of the fucking window because I did not have time for.
You played backyard baseball on a Game Boy?
Yeah, my man.
Oh my God, you're so much younger than me. Oh,
Yeah, listen,
it was PC and PC only, dog.
listen. Tough times growing up, right? Some of us made.
Oh,
do.
because you didn't play it on your Gateway or your Compact. All right.
Never had the opportunity.
Yeah. Well, sorry, man. I'm just much older and much more just wiser.
I mean, older, yes. Wiser. I mean, we could both go on. Are you smarter than a fifth grade? I don't think either of us are getting past second grade.
I am a freak of nature when it
Have
comes to
you
trivia.
seen some of those fucking questions?
Yes, and now that Travis Kelce's in charge of it, trust me, I can pass it. That guy, let's just face it, CTE, sooner or later.
I mean, all I'm saying
Sooner
is
or later.
it's good to have backyard baseball. But did you see the new edit for what's his face for Reese Worthington or whatever the little kid's name is?
Yes.
That is the greatest edit of all time.
I sent you the video the other day, didn't I?
I did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
I think you did send it to me. I watched
Yes,
it.
dude, of course. It's backyard
was
baseball.
like-
I'm the one who broke the news. I'm the one who broke the news to the world.
I remember watching it. I was like, I remember how bad this little kid was. And then he hit that mammoth fucking home run. And I was like, yeah, that's how that game goes sometimes.
That home run was Moneyball. That home run deserves Moneyball song.
I'm so glad you said fucking Moneyball. Oh my God. Did you see the Juan Soto edit with the Moneyball song?
No.
Got a steal. Soto, a high fly ball to center. Thomas backing up. Thomas at the track. And Juan Soto! A three-run home run!
Dude, this pissed me off. Anyone that knows the Moneyball story knows that it was a poor team, not a poor team, but a team that didn't have money like the top teams did.
Nope. It was a poor team.
And
Well, the owner was not poor.
the owner wasn't poor, but they didn't put money into the team to,
A poverty franchise.
yeah, let's just say that. Somebody took the Juan Soto home run against Cleveland
Somebody told me.
and put the Moneyball theme song over, and someone was like, it only makes sense. It's like, no, did you not understand the concept of fucking Moneyball?
Why would you put a guy who's going to make $500 million
I would, and
in the Moneyball? Like, come on, Scott Hatterberg didn't even make $150 million in his career.
like, I watched that video and everyone's like, oh, it makes perfect sense. You know, Juan Soto, the Moneyball king. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? The Moneyball king? It's like, did anyone who watched the movie understand what it was truly about? Like, it's like we're just putting the Moneyball song over fucking guys who make over $100 million hitting home runs now, I guess, because like
Did you know Scott Hatterberg was drafted by the Phillies?
I did not know that.
Holy shit. He was drafted by the Phillies in the 12th round of the 1988 amateur draft.
Jesus.
And then the Red Sox in the first round in 91 made his MLB debut September 8th, 95 at 25 years old. Holy shit, dude. I didn't realize he was drafted that long ago. He was born in 69.
Was the summer of 69.
Dude, I didn't know he was that goddamn old. I also didn't know that he was drafted that young.
54.
Or, well,
wow.
Holy shit. Like, I understand Moneyball took place in what, 02? Or 03?
It was 02 or 03.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I love the movie. I love the storyline,
Great movie.
but they also got a lot of fucking shit wrong.
I
They left out the fact that they had a trio
thank you.
of amazing starting pitching.
The fact that they didn't bring up
Or
Hudson, Zito, or Mulder
Mulder.
as
Or they didn't bring up their fucking MVP and Miguel Tejada.
like that's criminal because like they made it seem like that team was just not going to survive without Giambi.
Damon.
Who was the fucking pitcher?
I mean, Johnny Damon and
He was the Cardinal.
Who the fuck was the pitcher?
Oh my god.
It was 2002, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah, because that's Hatterberg's first year in Oakland.
Yeah. Looking at the roster, did you know Aaron Harang was on that team?
I actually did know that, and it's weird.
Like,
So was Corey Lytle.
yep, I just saw the name.
Corey Lytle, the very, very sad case of being a terrorist.
God, I didn't
He wasn't a good one.
I didn't know where you were taking that, but I should have. Like,
But you're also thinking Jason Isringhausen.
that's it. Yes,
Yep.
that's.
Yeah.
I just
Corey Lytle wasn't a terrorist. He just accidentally flew a plane into a building.
I just find it funny how like the 2002
A year
Oakland,
later, he did that.
like 2002
was a
Oakland
it was a couple
Athletics,
years.
like they had Ray Durham DHing, not bad at all. Jermaine Dye,
No.
who solid player.
Jermaine Dye is an amazing player all time. He goes down in the Hall of Very Good,
Yes.
along with David Justice.
So does Tejada, Chavez.
Well, Tejada has an asterisk no matter what.
Yeah. Like,
Mark Ellis, dude, unsung second base hero.
I feel like a lot of second basemen kind of get forgotten when we talk about like great baseball players.
Brian Dozier, Aaron Hill.
Give me Jeff Kent.
I
Yeah.
don't want him anywhere near me.
I mean, man's got the numbers. But
John Mabry Sr. was on that team.
John Mabry. Oh my God. Mabry was a Philly, wasn't he?
Junior.
And then we had Jeremy Giambi.
Nope, I think it's a different John Mabry. Because this John Mabry that I'm looking at is white.
Didn't we have a white John Mabry?
Mayberry?
But didn't we have Mabry?
I thought so too.
I'm almost positive we did. I know we had a John Mayberry.
Oh,
Jr.
we did. We did have John Mabry. They traded him to us in 2002. But we had John Mayberry. We had John Mayberry Jr.
Yes, I love John Mayberry Jr. One of my favorite players during the Philly shitty years. Funny enough.
That was 09 to 15 for his career. We had him in 09 to 13, well, 14. And didn't he have one of the best Rob home runs?
Maybe.
No, I'm thinking of who robbed Gary Matthews Jr.
Oh my God, I forgot we had Gary Matthews Jr.
Yeah, he robbed that amazing home run in Texas.
That was the one, the center field. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. It was center.
Wasn't that for a no-hitter?
Maybe.
It was to end the game for a no-hitter. No, the White Sox won for Burley.
That was Dwayne Wise in left field.
Yes, it was. Yep.
That was a great catch, too.
That was an amazing catch, dude. Amazing catch. I think that's something we're going to do in the offseason for our fans. As we're just going to talk about moments for a whole episode of cool things that we remember seeing in our lifetimes and something stupid like that. We're just going to get drunk and bullshit about that. But most likely that'll be an episode where Jay and I do that together, like in the same room.
Yeah.
And we can, pass each other a beer on a Sunday or something like that.
Sit outside. Just,
During the winter?
yeah, get a fire pit going.
All right, absolutely fine. All right, cool. I still haven't been to your new house.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as you can see, this is my own little baseball cave. This is where I avoid people.
That's where the magic happens.
The magic of me being alone and drinking. Yes. Yes. Very magical place.
You're never alone with me.
Why are you dancing like that? You're going to hurt yourself.
I might. My back does.
There's no way you stretch before this pod. So I know you're about to pop a muscle. Take it easy, pal.
I don't stretch before many activities. Ask my girlfriend.
Okay. Enough.
I had to carry the baby from the car into the house. I was like, "Ugh! My back. He's fat. He's not.
I'll start doing some twists and shit. Got
If you say Pilates, I'm going to kick you in the shin.
Yo, honestly, listen.
Don't
Yoga?
do it.
Yoga's not the worst thing in the world.
DDP yoga is the thing I want to be doing.
I'll tell you what, you never truly know how out of shape you are until you do like yoga and those kind of stretches, because Jesus H. Christ, my brother,
Jesus Harold Christ.
Morgan, was like, come on, it's really easy. It's simple. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Dude, we did this one stretch. I was like, oh, this looks pretty easy. 4 or 5 seconds in, my elbows were shaking. I was like, oh my fuck, dude.
And you went, oh my God, I haven't drank enough water in
I was
30 years of my
I was
life.
like, I am so massively dehydrated right now.
Dude, that's the first thing that goes through my mind when I'm like, ugh. I'm like, I should have drank more water.
I was just sitting there, and she's like, you okay? I was like, I've never been better. Meanwhile, my back is going, you need to stop immediately.
Ricky Bobby, my mind's all twisted up like a pretzel.
Like, I was hurting. Like, I'm telling you, like, just when you think you're like, oh no, I'm in some pretty good shape. Yeah, try yoga. Watch how much you fucking sweat in 2 minutes.
Dude, it is a couple summers ago, actually 2020 summer, while we were all loving living at home and being places that are only in our houses. I did DDP yoga. I can tell you right now, since I was about 17 years old, I have always gone by the thought process that the only way that alcohol is made is if water's involved. I'm drinking water. So I'm good, right?
Not the way.
Well,
yeah.
Shut up, dude. I never claimed to be a scientist. But I will tell you right now, DDP yoga, my buddy gave it to me as like a trial, but also not a trial. It was on a Plex account, and he downloaded it illegally. And it's cool. I'm not going to say his name, Kevin Parsons. But I watched the shit out of that. And I didn't just watch
I was gonna say, did you just watch the episodes going, yeah, that
No.
was fun. I'll try that one at some point.
Oh, yeah, man, that's a good stretch. I'm proud of him. No, I actually participated and followed. I'm not going to lie, dude. I think I lost about 6 pounds a day in sweat.
There you go.
And then I put it back on that night while drinking
Nah,
because it was quarantine. And what else did you do during quarantine?
dude. I did a lot of drinking during quarantine.
Oh, my God. I looked pregnant.
There was a point in quarantine where, you know the beer very well. You know, it was brewed around where we grew up. I was drinking a hell of a lot of Kenwoods during that time.
Because it is the closest thing you're going to get to high life, but in a sophisticated, beautiful Alex Verdugo outfit color can.
Like, those being sold in 15 packs, and the fact that I was buying
Big mistake.
2 of them at the same time, and then 3 or 4
dude.
days later getting more. Oh my
I was
God.
selling him to you.
Dude, that was bad news. There was nothing worse than just not having anything to do because we couldn't do anything. Work was shut down.
No.
Like, I do construction. We could not work.
We couldn't go to the baseball game. We'd have to watch it on TV and literally hear Bryce Harper yelling, "Fucking sign him!"
There was a time before we got the sports back. Before, this is when, like, all the sports were shut down. We couldn't watch anything.
Oh, so we're still talking about like June.
We're talking like the early,
maybe-
levels of, well, probably like April, May was when it really started kicking off.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I was turning on my PlayStation and I had the computer playing the computer and just watching it going, all right, I guess since we don't have sports, I guess I'll just watch MLB The Show. Phillies play the Twins. Like, let's see what happens here.
Oh my God.
I gotta say this because it was so fucking impressive. The absolute run. The run that fucking Reese Hoskins was on during those simulations. I think I simulated about like 30 games.
Oh, you mean the player who's the most streaky player in Philadelphia's
That
history?
man
Okay.
was crushed. I think he at least had like 24 home runs in all the simulations combined. I was like,
in 30 games.
I was like, this is the greatest fucking run imaginable. Like,
dude, I will never
The COVID
understand
legend.
computers. Dude, I will never understand computer simulated like process. Like, do they know something we don't know about the players?
I don't know.
Because listen, I just sent you something. This is not MLB related. I just texted it to you. Look at it and tell me what you think. So, I'm going to preface to the fans what I sent him is an NHL 25 simulation for what is considered one of the best prospects to ever hit Philadelphia hockey.
I saw this earlier.
And that is Michkov. They're claiming that Michkov, well, not they, but EA Sports is claiming that he is going to go down as the third best goal scorer of all time in the NHL. He is going to win 4 MVPs. And he is going to bring 2 Stanley Cups. They do not specify which Stanley Cups for what teams.
He's a flyer forever.
I've said it. I sent this to so many people, and they went, well, those Stanley Cups happen after he leaves Philly.
No.
Not one person said it's going to happen in Philly that I know.
You want to know why?
Because, unfortunately, we are a damn city. And right now, unfortunately, the Dodgers and the Yankees are in the 10th inning, trailing 3-2, and Shohei is up at bat. I told you he was just getting water.
I'm telling you. Shohei walks this off. The series is over.
I think this will put a knife in at least the side. It won't be twisted. It'll just be injected
Oh, and they brought
into
in
the Yankees.
Nestor Cortez to face him. Oh my God. We shit talked Nestor Cortez early in the pod's life when
It's happened several times.
he did that stupid ass move and threw it over the fucking catcher's head. Is this going to be the moment where I see Nestor Cortez get fucking a walk-off 3-run home run put on his head? Is it coming?
God, I hope
Is
so.
it coming full circle?
Please, Gob, help me, Jeebus.
Save me, Jeebus!
Oh my God. I want this so bad. So bad. Oh, he just missed it. There's Verdugo. Oh, shit. Wow. All right.
What happened?
Verdugo just went straight into the stands. Like, it
Was it a foul ball?
was foul, man, but he went full front flip. It's crazy. Dude, he
Ow, my tattoos.
dude, he looks like a grown toddler being babyface
It's
like that.
so weird, dude. It's so weird.
Like, it just doesn't even look right. Well, I guess we're not getting that Shohei moment off Nestor.
No, unfortunately. All right, so let's go back to a beautiful time in sports. Let's pay some homage. Fernando Valenzuela. You're sorely missed. I want to say you might be the last player to bring any sort of mania besides Shohei to the league. I mean, you were world news when you came into the league. Sure, you played 10 games in relief for the Dodgers in 80. But in 81, you went hard, dude. You went hard. You had 11 complete games out of your 25 starts. A 2.48 ERA. 192 in the third innings. Like 180 strikeouts. I always thought he was a much bigger strikeout pitcher than that in his rookie season, but he didn't really turn on the strikeouts until he was in 84, which is technically his fourth season, third full season.
Oh my God.
Is it happening?
Freddie Freeman just hit a walk-off grand slam.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking for
Shit
easy?
you not, dude. That ball was fucking shit on. It is over. Oh my God. Dude, that is electric, right?
6-3 Yankees. Or 6-3 Dodgers. I love it.
Dodgers all the way.
Brooklyn.
Wow. Dude, you talk about a fucking moment right there. Oh, I hope Nestor Cortez did his little dumbass dance and got shit on for it. Holy fuck, man. God, you gotta love baseball.
It's the stupidest fucking love I've ever had in my life.
I've loved some shitty fucking things, some shitty people, but goddamn, I love baseball.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Rich, where's
Yeah,
the one?
this-
Where's the one pitch you don't throw, Freddie Freeman?
Low and in.
One and in. That's exactly what he fucking gave him. Oh my God.
Because low and in to Freddie is like handing me a twisted tea at any given point of the day.
He threw him a low and in
It's
ball,
fun.
and Freddie Freeman just. And even Nestor Cortez is shaking his head. He's like, yeah, I fucked that one up.
Oh, here's the video. There we go.
Yeah, you gotta watch this.
Oh,
Smoothest swing.
oh, it's so glorious. Listen, I've been a Phillies fan my whole life. There is only one person from the Braves that I've ever said, I love that guy. And that is Freddie Freeman. I know our teams have intermingled countless times throughout the
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Freddie Freeman was an immediate, this guy's talent. This guy is not a dickhead. This guy is not a showboat. This guy is pure baseball. He is, ew, I just thought of it, and I don't like it. He's the modern Kirk Gibson. On one bad angle,
I can see the comparison being made there. That's a good one.
he should not be walking.
Let me ask you this on the topic of Freddie Freeman. Now, put aside your fandom of Freddie Freeman. I really want you to think about this. Who was the bigger Phillies killer? David Wright or Freddie Freeman?
David Wright.
All right.
David Wright. See, the thing about Freddie, he was not the player that was always destroying you in their lineup. He was the role player. He did everything he had to do to make other people destroy you. Because that's the type of player Freddie is. He does not need to be the one to initiate the headshot. He's the spotter, not the sniper.
I like that.
Absolute, dude, it's hard for me to have so much fandom for him when I've witnessed Jim Thome, Ryan Howard, and now Bryce Harper as Phillies first basemen. I think Freddie is up there with Todd Helton, this is going to sound weird, but I have such an admiration for Armando Galarraga.
That definitely is.
Go ahead.
Like that's definitely out of right field.
Oh, that's out of first base, dickhead. Fucking look at his position. Yeah.
I know where he played. I'm just saying that's out of right field.
Wrong person. Andres Galarraga. Oops.
I mean that's just a crazy name pool when we think
Andres Galarraga.
when we think of first baseman. I was gonna say Armando played the outfield. Andres was the first baseman.
Andres is a first baseman, and this dude was a pepper machine. Like, he was a pepper mill. He was nothing but hits. Like, he played from 85, which is a long time, till 2004. 2,333 hits. That's good. That's damn good. He didn't really get into steroids until later in his career. Because obviously you see him go from 2, 10, 13, 29, 23, 20, 9, 10, 22 in this. No, that can't be right.
On the topic of
In this, the strike shortened season of 94, he had 31, and then 31 again in 95 in Colorado, and then 47 in Colorado, 41, 44, and then he just starts hitting his decline. Dude, I remember watching him in my early days of being able to like compute and remember baseball stats and baseball players. That was glorious. That was a good sneeze. I commend you for that. That one's one of the ones that comes from the toes and you feel it leave and you're like, oh, I feel bad.
that was a very spiritual sneeze, I'll be honest with you.
Oh man, dude, exorcise the demons. That's what just happened. Dude, Galarraga was one of those guys you watched playing baseball and you went, this guy's a fucking hitter.
Can I do you one better?
Please
It
do.
might catch me. It might catch you a little off guard. When I think of players that career-wise almost hit for 300, this dude would probably get left off of every list. You really forget how great of a hitter he was until you pull up his baseball reference.
All right.
Dimitri Young was super fucking
Yo.
solid.
Dimitri Young had some fucking years.
We
man.
need to talk about this. This man had 13 years in the league, and he career hit 292. His OPS plus was 114. Like, my God, man.
All right. All right.
The fact
Incredibly impressive.
that he only got 2 All-Star games, it's fucking crazy to me.
But also look at the fact that the era that he played in
I know
with first baseman.
it's just
You're not everyone can make the show.
like it's just like the dude like 4
But
straight
wait.
seasons hitting over 300. Oh my god, man. What a stud. And on top of that, Dimitri Young has probably one of the best MLB card collections I have ever seen in my entire fucking life.
Oh, yes. We talked about
Yes.
that. It was incredible.
Some of the cards he has,
The dude's a lover of the game. The dude is an absolute lover of the game.
big Dimitri Young boys over here.
Studs. For him, absolutely. So, real quick. Do you want to talk about 1993? What was 1993?
The year I was born.
The last... Yeah, because you're cute. But no. The first expansion year. Well, I should say the first... Yeah, no, I'm right. The first expansion year during our lifetime. Because they added the Rays and the Rockies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Devil Rays, because that's what they should still be called.
Yes.
But some people don't like that word devil. Ugh. Yeah, fuck you. Ah. So during the expansion draft, I'm assuming that Andres Galarraga was taken by Colorado. And this is before the Helton era. So in 93, 120 games. 506 plate appearances, 470 at bats. Yo, in 120 games, that's impressive.
Yeah.
71 runs. 71 runs. Ugh. Sorry. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. 174 hits. Yo, being 26 off 200 as a first baseman,
That ain't bad at all.
solid. And guess what? You did it in 40 fewer games than you should. 35 doubles. Incredible. 22 homers. Solid. You're not a power hitting first baseman yet. You haven't found that Michael's secret stuff.
Your secret stuff. Wow. Whoa.
98 RBIs. Impressive. That's a great year for anybody.
Yeah.
He hit 370. .370. Not 317. 370. Of course he led the fucking league that year. No one hits 370 unless you're Ted Williams or Tony Gwynn. I said this dude was a pepper mill. All he did was just pepper hits everywhere. I believe his nickname was the Big Cat.
I would like to bring up one more first baseman that I think has
His nickname was the Big Cat.
possibly the greatest name in all of baseball and probably the most violent fucking swing ever. First baseman?
Adam LaRoche.
No.
That was a sweet swing.
No. I'm pretty sure he has the record for the longest home run at Shea Stadium. Old Shea Stadium. Mo fucking Vaughn.
Yo, I'm
My-
surprised Mo Vaughn still has back muscles.
Did you know? So I'll go. I was just on his baseball reference. Mo Vaughn, career hitter, 293.
Whoa.
I did-
How many seasons?
Mo Vaughn was in the league for 12 years. His
That's
his
it?
best hitting season, arguably. Well, he won
Red Sox?
MVP in 95. 39 home runs, 126 RBIs. he hit 300, but his highest average was in 98 when he hit 337. As a first baseman,
That's a good year, man.
like
That's disgusting.
first baseman hitting over 315 in general is nuts.
Dude, incredible. Incredible. But,
Galarraga hitting 370 though is fucking absurd.
oh, dude, Galarraga hitting 370 is absolutely grotesque. That's the type of shit where you're walking down the street in the city and you see a condom on the sidewalk and you're like, ugh! It's that type of dirty. It's that type of dirty. Yeah.
And just for one more, what kind of gets lost on this? People kind of forget how good Ryan Howard was in 2006.
Yo, his 2006 was disgusting. I mean,
58
he also won the home run derby.
58 home runs, 149 RBIs. He hit 313.
Yeah. Well, that's because absolutely no one in the fucking league decided to pitch him low and outside once.
Now, for some reason, people tried to challenge him, and they just...
Oh, he's got a long swing. Yeah, but guess what? In 2006, when absolutely, 12% of the league threw above 96, a long swing meant dick. It meant dick.
Was that when he...
A long swing. You had everyone hitting 89 and be like, okay, that's a major league pitcher.
Was that the year he took Mike Mussina up to the third deck? I think it is.
I want to say yes.
And I'm pretty sure Howard's still... I think Howard and Bonds are still the only two players to get the third deck at Citizens Bank. Because I think Bonds did it off Adam Eaton.
Easy. I can do that off admin.
Dude, but that Bonds home run was fucking destroyed.
It was majestic. I'm pretty sure for the next 17 days straight in Philly it rained because he broke a cloud. But
pitching to Barry Bonds in a hitter's ballpark is just bad news 99% of the time.
Well, unless you decide to spread across the entire left field wall a banner that says Ruth did it on hot dogs and beer. What did you do it on?
Fucking legendary banner.
Dude, it was 97 bed sheets. With spray paint on it all the way across, dude.
Some children were sleeping without a bed sheet that night, but it did make for one hell of a great banner.
Legend has it that some of those bed sheets are still being in use in Kensington.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, they haven't been washed since. Because that was what? 07?
Yeah, it sounds about right. 06, 07, maybe.
Yeah, I think it happened before we won the World Series. Because what was Bonds last year?
I think Bonds' last year was 06, maybe?
07.
Okay.
07.
Wow, Bonds has been out
that
of
had to
for
be
17 years. That's crazy.
Ugh. I know, right?
Holy shit.
It's also crazy to think that he only spent 7 years in Pittsburgh.
Well, him and Jim Leland did not get along for a fucking day. And Jim Leland still talks about it. He's like, I really wish me and Barry could have resolved things when we were in Pittsburgh because we really could have made a run. And I don't disagree. I think if Bonds and Leland would have just worked together, we could definitely see Pittsburgh in a different light.
Yeah, but didn't Leland coach San Francisco too?
I thought he was only with Pittsburgh because I thought
no, Leland also coached Detroit.
Yeah. He was with Detroit. I don't remember him with the Giants though.
Maybe not. I'm thinking of another white guy with a handlebar mustache.
I was gonna say because I think the Giants still had
was that Bochy?
The Dusty Baker at that time.
Yeah, they had Dusty, but also was there Bochy there?
Bochy was there. Bochy was there when they won the 2 titles in the mid-10s. Because they won in what?
That's right.
2010, 2012?
Yeah, they went 2010, 2012, 2014.
When fucking, oh my God. Remember when Tim Lincecum first came around and we were like, look at this, look at this short, lanky son of a bitch. And then we saw that pitching rotation and audibly everyone in the world went, what the fuck was that? And then he won what?
Dude, listen,
2 or 3 Cy Youngs, and we were like, well, I guess this kid's the greatest pitcher we've ever seen.
Lincecum is kind of like a very unsung hero of low bros who made it to the majors. I mean, 5'11", 170. Yeah. He had some stellar years where he won the Cy Young back-to-back years. And, 18-5 and 15-7. I don't put that much weight in wins. I don't.
We know.
But he had a 2.62 and a 2.48 ERA back-to-back years. Disgusting. But he also had 265 and 261 strikeouts in both those years. And it was at least 30 innings extra, or 30 innings less than strikeouts. So this dude was just Pico power playing up and down these motherfuckers. And just saying, nope, shut up, sit down. Lincecum was a freak because you should not be that small and that dominant. The only other guy that I can ever think of that was like that was Pedro.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Lincecum's not going to make the Hall.
No doubt.
He had 4 All-Stars, 2 Cy Youngs. In my opinion, you should make the Hall for that. You had a 10-year career, dude. That 10 years, pretty damn impressive. Good for you. Unfortunately, that's baseball, bro. It's Hall of Very Good for a reason.
I think my favorite Tim Lincecum moment, and it almost feels like a fever dream, but when Tim Lincecum and Pedro Martinez had the pitching duel of a fucking lifetime in Philadelphia.
Oh, I remember that.
2009.
Which is odd to say. Odd to say that Pedro had a great game in Philly.
We're talking baby Tim Lincecum and old man Pedro Martinez just going at each other's throat. This was like a 2-1 game. I'm pretty sure the Phillies won it. But this is when we first got a taste of Tim Lincecum, and it was kind of like all right, he's kind of weird, but he's got the spirit.
So, one thing that I've always thought was funny about our team, we've always beat up on pitchers who were future Hall of Famers in their early years.
That seems to be...
Max Scherzer made his debut against us when he was
Tiger?
A D-back.
No,
he was a D-back.
D-bag?
Not D-bag.
I thought he said D-bag.
Well, yeah, still. He has been forever. But that's just his natural progression. He was a D-back and made his major league debut against us. Or maybe his second start. It was one of the two. And we beat the dick off him.
That's not really surprising.
We did not beat his dick.
No.
We beat the dick off him. Off. That didn't.
Yeah, you just gotta hang him up at that point.
Yeah, that was me punching. I don't know how to punch, dude.
It's almost funny how that happens. The Phillies see a future Hall of Famer, and they're like, "Your ass is grass, and I'm the fucking lawnmower." And then then we see
Kershaw ever dominating us. I don't remember Kershaw ever dominating.
And then we see a number 5 starter, and we're like, "You might be the greatest pitcher we've ever seen because I don't know how you're throwing a 94-mile-an-hour fastball down the middle, but brother, we ain't touching it." Meanwhile, we get a pitcher who's got a 98-mile-an-hour sinker with nasty movement, and we're fucking putting his ass in the stands. we're like, is this your guy? Is this the guy? This guy sucks. Give him the 94-mile-an-hour fastball header, and they're like, I've never seen this pitch in my life.
We got Mason Miller's fastball on a guy, and then we got Mariano Rivera's cutter, and then we have Johan Santana's changeup on a guy, and we're like, dude, to the seats.
It's like, you might be the worst pitcher we have ever seen.
Dude, and then you face fucking Corey Lytle before he decided to convert.
Jesus Christ.
And we're like, oh my goodness, this is the best pitcher we've ever faced. I've never once seen a guy who can throw an 88-mile-an-hour changeup and an 89-mile-an-hour fastball.
I wish we had more managers that would just call it like they see it. Because some of the interviews I feel like would be so much better. It's like, hey, the boys look pretty bad against a guy with a career 9 ERA. And the manager's being like, dude, I don't know what you want me to say. The guy put the ball down the middle and we just weren't even swinging at him. I don't know. Like,
dude, every now and then I get real bored and I'll watch a bunch of streamers playing MLB The Show. There's a couple really entertaining people out there. Daddy Demu. You're the fucking man. Your friend Kyle. Hilarious. One of the best pitches to throw in MLB The Show is a fastball down the middle because no one can ever fucking hit it. You're like, what the fuck? Someone threw a fastball down the middle? You can do it 3 pitches in a row and you're going to have 3 strikes most of the time.
It's almost crazy how a fastball can be like the best pitch you've ever seen and also the absolute fucking worst pitch ever.
It could be World War III for your soul. Like, you're literally standing like, dude, I can't throw a fastball to save my life. No, you can. It's just, unfortunately, you throw it down the middle.
I do want to bring this up. I mentioned it in the Candy Cummings behind the scenes episode. Like, this dude invented the fucking, he was the rightful player that invented the curveball. When I think of the curveball, I think of it as one of the most nasty pitches of all times. But it's also the pitch where if you leave it fucking hang, it gets put in the seats 460 feet.
It's Christmas Eve from your aunt that you don't see any other day, but Christmas Eve. It's a gift.
Like, I love when pitchers fuck up a curveball because you see the batter's eyes and you're like, oh, this ball is getting smoked.
Oh my God. It's like you can see the horniness in their eyes. Like,
like it almost feels like a cartoon where the cartoon's got like the hard eyes and the heart just beating out of his chest. That's what it reminds me of. Like, there's so many pitches I love when they're thrown wrong because it just it's just funny to see pitchers just fuck up. But then you see pitchers who throw basic ass pitches that just can't be touched. I don't know. It's funny how baseball works sometimes.
So, are you familiar with the celebrity Josh Gad?
Name's familiar.
Do you remember the Adam Sandler movie Pixels?
Is that the dude with the curly hair?
Yes, the portly fella.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He just posted on Instagram one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. He's an LA guy. Obviously, celebrity. He just posted on Instagram, Freddie, fuck around and find out Freeman. Oh my God. Hashtag Dodgers. Dude, I can't stop fanboying enough for Freddie Freeman. I love that guy so much. As a Phillies fan, I don't care what you fans say. Freddie Freeman, he's the fucking GOAT. At first base in our day and age, without a doubt, he's a for sure Hall of Famer. And, I mean, let's just face it.
Ah, there it is. Yes, I was waiting for it.
I was waiting for it. Did that on purpose.
Let's face it.
Let's face it. He's the fucking man.
I'm so
The dude
really
should not
down,
be
let's face it.
walking. He should not be walking. His ankle.
Okay, all right.
Come on, dude.
I'm just making sure. I didn't know where you were taking that, but
I wish no ill on Fred.
I'm just making sure. You already started with Corey Liddell being a terrorist. I didn't know where you were taking Freddie Freeman's ankle.
I mean, one of those is true.
Jesus Christ.
You know how weird it is that the Phillies have had 2 pitchers both die in plane crashes that they were flying?
This feels like one of those scenarios where it's like, if I had a nickel for every Phillies pitcher that died in a plane accident, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. That's that scenario.
Unfortunately, we've added up to a dime. And, like, let's just face it.
If the day comes,
That's weird.
if the day comes
That's
where we
weird.
get 15 cents on it, I just gotta throw my hands in the air and be like, you know what? Maybe we should just stay out of fucking planes at this point, because
Don't fly them. Don't fly them.
like,
I'll never understand it. I'll never understand
we
it.
need
That 2 separate times. Unfortunately, the result was the same.
like, we just need a team full of people who just do not have flying planes as a hobby. Like, do you like
in fairness,
kayaking? Cool, we got a spot for
in
you.
fairness, we need players that want to spend their money elsewhere.
Yeah, buy a boat. Buy.
No, don't buy a boat because that's Jose Fernandez.
I mean, you gotta have.
Oh my
You
god!
gotta have some kind of hobby.
Nothing with a propeller.
There's no come a day where a player dies from fucking fly fishing, and we're gonna be back here going, if I had a nickel for every player that's died from fly fishing, I'd have 1 nickel, and I do not understand why I'm holding this goddamn nickel. Like,
What pitcher was it? A pitcher? Pretty sure it was a pitcher that was walking up their steps carrying groceries, and he tore his Achilles.
I think it was a Colorado Rocky.
Do you remember this? It was a Rocky, yes. Was it Mike Hampton?
I thought it was Aaron Cook.
That's not a real person. Yes, it is. I'm kidding.
The one injury I'll always remember was Cody Ross getting hurt in spring training, having a pillow fight with his kids, and he fell off the bed.
Yes.
I
Yes.
remember that one.
Hilarious issue. I'm sorry, buddy. That sucks. But
Just reading about
Crazy.
that, I was just like, he what? Like, 'cause I'm pretty sure he was a Giant at the time, or that might have been. No, I definitely think he was a Giant at the time. I remember reading it, and I was just kind of like, yo, bud, like, really? Pillow fights? I was like, all right, man, like, whatever works for you.
so Clint Barmas broke his collarbone carrying deer meat that he got from Todd Helton up steps, and he fell. Joel Zumaya
Joel Zumaya, I remember that name.
played Guitar Hero and got guitar elbow.
Is that really
Yeah.
a thing?
Well, yes. Yeah, Through Fire and Flames fucked him up. Just saying. Brandon Morrow injured his back while taking off his pants. There's a whole bunch of weight in there. Apparently.
Honey, I'm home. Takes him off, and he's like, oh, God. She's like, what happened? He's like, my back.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You
My
broke.
back is broken. What a vertebrae or
Well,
what portion?
Spinal.
It's spinal.
Final.
Remember Marty Cordova?
Vaguely.
He missed a few games because he got burned after falling asleep in a tanning bed.
All right. No more hobbies for fucking baseball players at this point. We got guys getting hurt carrying deer meat. We got guys getting hurt playing fucking Guitar Hero.
You can't even tan anymore.
Someone-
what is this? Not Jersey?
Someone's
Come
going
on.
to fracture their hand petting a fucking dog, and we're just never going to hear the end of it. So, obviously, first final thought. We do it every week. Today, in baseball history, in 1985, the Angels announced that they will not offer 7-time batting champion Rod Carew a new contract for the 1986 season, effectively ending his 19-year career. Carew finished with over 3,000 hits and a career 328 batting average, which, for you fans keeping track at home, Hall of Fame numbers, Hall of Fame player. Let's see. Other final thought. Obviously, Game 2 of the World Series tomorrow. I will try to tune in, but I will be at a wedding reception for 2 good friends of mine. Very happy for them. Cannot wait to celebrate. But I will be taking trips to the bathroom so I can check on the ass whooping that the Dodgers should be handing the Yankees. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Richie, what you got? Final thought or thoughts?
So, this one's recent news. 3 days ago. Well, 2 days ago at this point. No, actually, at this point, 3 days. Because math is not my strong suit. Arizona Fall League. Mets prospect, Drew Gilbert. Hopefully he's a bum because he's a Mets prospect. He checked his swing with a 3-1 count. It was appealed by the catcher to the third base umpire, who ruled it a swing on a 3-2 count. Gilbert tapped his helmet, telling the home plate umpire that he wanted a review of the call. This was the first ever automated review of a check swing in baseball. The video then showed that the swing, it was concluded that it was in fact a check swing. So Gilbert was walked. That is the first ever automated call to become a walk, especially on a check swing. Baseball's progressing. We're going to have to deal with it, man. Listen, there's no hatred on this. Progression, for the sake of progression, could be an issue. But this is progression for the sake of home fans not trying to fucking murder the umpire in the city they're in. So, I'm okay with this. I like this. I think this is good news because I think they're doing something right. They're taking out of the hands of a bunch of umpires who might be blind. I mean, let's not even talk about... Jay, did you see the stats on the umpires that are involved?
Yes. I know that the one umpire involved in the World Series is like the 70th ranked, and it's just
78th.
Oh my God, out of what, 90, right?
Yes. I think 90 is the final number.
How in the hell is any fucking umpire outside of the top 10 calling
Why
a World
is it not
Series?
the top 10? Why is it not the top
What
10?
are we doing? How did we
Listen.
get to a point where we looked and said, you know who needs to umpire one of these games? The 78th ranked umpire. We shouldn't even be going out of the top 10 for any of these fucking games. What are we doing? Fuck getting involved. But what the fuck?
the best in the series is the 13th best umpire this year. Listen, it's weird that there's stats like this because the people who call the game should be fair. The people who call the game should not be the ones who are, hey, listen, man, he doesn't have a shot. Let's give him a shot. That's not how it should be. That's not how it should be. Hey, let's let our 78th worst guy up here.
Like,
Does he deserve it? No.
like
What
that's
happened to 1 through 4, 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
that like
I'm not
that's
going to
where
go past
I'm
that
at.
because that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to go past that.
Like if you're in the top 10 of like the top 10 umpires in the entire league, there shouldn't even be a question. They should be like, you've done such a great job this year. We want you to call a World Series. Could you imagine being the number 1 ranked umpire in all of baseball because you did your job so well, and then you don't get a chance to call a World Series game because
You weren't even considered.
because baseball said, oh, no, we want the guy that's ranked 69 umpires behind you. Like,
Nice.
what is the thought process to get 2 of the worst umpires in a World Series game? Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Makes 0 sense.
Oh, dude, it makes less than 0 sense because let's just look at it the way it is. Why? Why would remotely they even have a shot? Like, why? Why are they even considered? There's 77 other people ahead of this fucker. Listen, I don't know how bad of a person he is, but I'm pretty sure at parties, he drinks 3/4 of his beer and leaves it somewhere on your property and walks away.
He seems like the type of guy that you're 100% right. Drinks 3/4 of it, but then doesn't leave it somewhere where it's like an easy cleanup, but he leaves it in the weirdest fucking spot. Like,
Oh no, he'll put it in a bush, or
like put it on top of your dryer in the laundry room you didn't know anyone was even in.
no,
and
dude,
then-
I had that door locked.
And,
That door was locked.
then you go in the laundry room to switch over the sheets the next day, and you got 12 beers, a quarter full, and you're like, who the fuck was even here? That's him. Like,
Fucking Jerry.
fucking Jerry.
Jerry. All right. So I got one last final thought. It's not even really a final thought. We talked about this during the London series.
Oh. Calling back. I like it.
Yes. And I feel like this is straight bootleg, like under the bridge Kensington merch.
Oh boy.
Like, this is the type of shit that you have someone who is doing their best Jack Sparrow impression trying to sell you something. Where they, one of those people. I sent you an Instagram from the baseballer. Who the fuck made an Aaron Judge and an Ohtani?
Oh my god. You know what?
This
dude?
is that Phillies Mets jersey. Who the fuck did that?
I did see that. I wonder what the thought process is. Like, unless you are the biggest Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani fan, and even then, it still feels like a crime to own this fucking hat. Like, who made that and was like, this is the greatest hat in the world? Whoever buys this fucking hat, like,
I hope you step on Legos forever.
This is the hat the type of person buys where it's like, I don't know either of these players, but I just hope they both have fun. That is the definition of buying this hat. That hat is god awful. Awful. What? I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I don't know either, because it's so weird. Like, why would you make that? I understand, like, listen, a hustle's a hustle. You're trying to make something. That came out very...
I was going to say, can we talk about that? It sounded like you were going for like a Harry Potter spell for a minute.
A hustle's a hustle.
You were like,
Yes.
a hustle.
Yes. Yes, 100%, dude. Yes, a Vatican Cadavra, f*** you. Yeah, I just f***ed you. Well, like, why the fuck would that ever happen? It's it's so hard for me to forget that grotesque image of a Phillies and Mets shirt together.
Yeah.
And to put Ohtani and Judge on a hat. And it has the New Era logo on the side.
Look,
Yo, you have an excellent bootleg bullshit operation going. Good for you. There's no fucking way that the MLB sanctioned that.
no, there is no shot. If the MLB sanctioned that, like, the MLB's got bigger problems on their fucking hands than we originally thought.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, their marketing department. I'm not doing it again.
I'm
not.
There's so much to say about it, and at this point, dude, it's just like,
I think there's only one word to describe it. Fuck. Yeah, that's it. Fuck.
that really is the only fucking way.
You see it and you look at it and you go, what the fuck? No. Even your grandkids, our grandkids, my 17th generation after this is going, ugh.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, dude, that makes me want to punch a thing.
It's so bad.
I had to protect it. I don't want to punch anything. Now, Jay and I already talked about it. We get hurt thinking about yoga.
I don't even want to think about yoga right now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you think about yoga, there might be some expulsion coming out of your back end.
The latest thing I need right now.
No, buddy, please don't. I mean, this is a not family-friendly show, but this is a we're not doing that type of show.
No. Yeah, no. We try to keep it somewhat professional, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit, maybe.
Well, as the professionals say, I think we should end this because we're going to get wild soon.
Yeah, it's going to start getting... This is going to turn into, like, late night Spike TV when after all the good shows turn off and then you start getting to, like, the Girls Going Wild commercials. This is where this is headed right now.
Oh, way to bring up my youth. Anyway, our fellow Americans, we love you. Go Dodgers. Just for this week. Just for this week. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate you guys following us for a whole season. And most importantly, fuck the Yankees.
Fucking A.
Hey, listen. If they weren't who they are, we wouldn't say that. Part of it is respect. Part of it is pure disgusting unadulterated hatred. It's up to you to figure out which one it is. Because as of right now, I'm not 100% sure. So, Jay, you know what to do right now.
I'm Jay. That's Rich. Drunks on the Pod, episode 31, coming to a close. Remember to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, follow us on the socials. We're everywhere. But, Z, I need you to do me a favor, baby. Hit that music. Time to get the fuck on out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.